Sylvia Ashton-Warner was born in Stratford, Taranaki on September 17th in 1904 to Margaret Maxwell and Francis Ashton-Warner. Her mother was a teacher who was the sole income earner for the family, as her father was a cripple with rheumatoid arthritis. Sylvia was one of 9 children, of whom she mostly interacted with, gaining most of her education from her mother and some from different schools, as her mother would often change schools in her teaching role. Sylvia Ashton-Warner became a teacher as a means of income, while her true passion was writing. She began as a pupil teacher in Wellington in 1926, then attended Auckland's Teaching College in 1928. Ashton-Warner had 3 children with her husband, Keith Henderson, who was also a teacher. The couple transferred to different schools throughout their teaching careers, in particular to Maori schools. Ashton-Warner's teaching career began to subside throughout several inflictions of pregnancy, mental health issues, and the production of her novels. Sylvia Ashton-Warner passed away on 27th April 1984. Sylvia Ashton-Warner's significant contribution to educational practices includes the development of the key vocabulary. Ashton-Warner identified difficulties in the students' literacy and learning. This method of educational learning allowed for Maori children to develop their literacy through their own individual and personal knowledge using keywords relative to their lives, of which are important to the individual. Students were encouraged to create sentences and stories upon these words as they became a part of the student, physically and psychologically, to greater enhance their literacy using their current understanding of such words. The key vocabulary is an applicable teaching method for all students of all cultures, as everyone is recognised to have their own key vocabulary. The teacher's role is to encourage the use of the individual's key vocabulary through simplifying the process and withdrawing the expression of the students. The literacy method was popular amongst communities due to its practicality and individualistic involvement, contributing to the educational practices and learning. Sylvia Ashton-Warner has various publications, such as short fiction, novels, and most significantly, her autobiography. Ashton-Warner's publications are strongly connected to her teaching and approach to education, as they were highly influential and a part of her writing. Throughout her life, Ashton-Warner's publications are widely popular throughout the world, and she was well known for her written work, particularly those developed in film. However, today her fame has faded, although her writings have had significant contributions to New Zealand literature. Sylvia Ashton-Warner's contributions were largely influential within New Zealand educational learning and practices. Australian education was not significantly influenced by her contributions as New Zealand was. Her publications, while not so widely famous anymore, are still influential with New Zealand literacy. Today, the key vocabulary is a literacy method not used as often, however, still encourages educational learning, provoke confidence within students, and increase literacy levels. The key vocabulary did not expand out of New Zealand through popular interest, but via Sylvia Ashton-Warner's publications. Her educational techniques are regarded in her novel Teacher from 1963. Therefore reached the Australian education system, though is not relevant in today's Australian education. Ashton-Warner's publications were popular throughout their time of publication, however are not well known in Australia today. Sylvia Ashton-Warner's contributions to educational learning and the way in which she accommodates to cultural diversity is inspiring to me. While teaching was not her true passion, Ashton-Warner committed to her role and exemplified profound effort, while also pursuing her main interest of writing and incorporating her achievements into her literature. Sylvia Ashton-Warner developed a method to encourage and enhance learning, of which is inspiring to her achievements. Ashton-Warner's commitment and achievements are significantly influential in my aspirations as a future teacher.